Welcome to K&D's Homestead. I'm Donna. Well, it has been a couple of weeks since I've made a video. I'm sorry for the absence if you have been following my videos, but I'm grateful if you're here now. I have been sick, but nothing terrible as far as medical. I've been dealing with a really bad episode, a couple of weeks worth of vertigo. And it has just been too bad for me to be out of bed most of the time or to move about and do much. I've tried and I just couldn't tolerate it. So I did go to the doctor. I got some medical care and some medicine, and I will be seeing a ENT specialist for the sinus issues. They believe that that is what triggered it, and they believe that they can help. So I'm doing a lot better, and I've been able, today's been a good day. I've actually accomplished a lot. I've had some, wobbly moments, but I took some breaks, but I feel myself getting back to normal, and I have been able to have a good day today. And I thought I would come out to the greenhouse and see how things are going, because they have not had my attention for 2 weeks, maybe a little longer. Whenever my last video was is the last time that I did anything, including come to the greenhouse. But everything in here needs my attention. Now, what I've been doing, I started back then bringing plants from the yard and starting to, accumulate everything into the greenhouse and filling it up for the winter, because all of my hanging baskets, they can't stay outside. We have had, if I remember correctly, we have dipped down into the very low 40s. It's been very chilly, too cool for some of my hanging baskets, and but they've done well. I mean, I still have plants that's left in the yard that I have not been able to get in. Probably about 20 more large hanging baskets that I need to bring in. They've done pretty good, but I did bring in a lot, and I have been filling up. This space is getting kind of crowded in here, but that's the way it is for the winter. I also have not been in here to check on things. My husband did come in a few times and water things for me, but he doesn't know how to do what I would do. In my last video, a couple of weeks ago, I sowed carrot seeds in here and celery. And right now is the first time I'm going to take a look at them. I doubt they've done anything because I've not been in here watering, so they may have, done nothing. So I'm going to look around and see what is happening and determine if I need to start over with my, it's pretty warm in here actually. I might need to start over with the carrot seeds and the celery. So let's take a look and see what's going on, and I will turn you around. The first thing I notice is my tomato plant that I bragged about the last time I did video. The sun is trying to go down, so it's a little darkish in here, but I do have one tomato that has ripened red. And then look at all of these babies. It is still loaded. Now, he told me he had been watering this plant because he knew that it was important to me. I've got another one. Oh, look at there. Another one ripening right there. Now, they're not very big. Last year, now this is the Goliath, and last year they were very large. This one is trying to split right here. Actually, it's not a split. It's kind of like, it's growing like two grow together, but it only looks like one. It's not really a split. But they're not very big. This is, it's not a cherry tomato, but it is not a slicer either. But he said he had been watering this, And maybe he did, but maybe not quite enough. Now this is odd because here is another one doing this split look, although it is not split. So we have that. I'm going to take a look at, nope, no carrots have sprouted. What did sprout is a very large ant bed, but I see nothing that has germinated. And I think in 2 weeks, it could be borderline as to whether things should have germinated or not. So far, all the hanging baskets look pretty good. They do look a little dry, but they don't look terrible. I will give everything a really good drink. He does not know what, plants need. Here is my celery. We have something germinated here. I'm not sure if it's celery, but nothing else in there. I may have to start over. The impatiens are doing really good. My bougainvillea is still gorgeous. And my aloe is still gorgeous. The coleus, I brought these in. These were at the chicken coop. I brought those in. They're dry. They need some water. They're kind of weak looking in color. My peppers are back there. That is cayenne peppers. And then this was the surprise pop-up when I was in here last time, and look how that has filled out in 2 weeks. This is impatiens that dropped out of the other pot, along with what I believed at the time, and I still do believe to be strawberry. The oranges are coming along. They're starting to turn from the dark green to yellow, and then they will eventually turn orange. I see a little bit of insect damage here, but my new baby lemons are coming along really good. There's another one there. I believe there was one up in this region. Yeah, there it is. A little tiny one. And then there's one there and one back in there. I'm not sure if there were any more. They blend in so well with the leaves. There's actually two back in there. Let's see that. But everything seems to be doing pretty good. Really good, considering that I have not been out here watering in 2 weeks. I do have, this is an angel trumpet I brought in, and it has some bug damage on it. And a grasshopper or something could have come in with them. Some yellow leaves here on this hanging basket because it looks quite dry. This is a pepper plant right here. I don't see any more new peppers on there. The last time I was in here, I did pick those. And then this is a willow here. And this is mandevilla. Got some yellow leaves here. And I will give this a good drink. Everything probably needs a little bit of fertilizer. I had, last year, through the winter, I brought in a mandevilla. It was white. This one is a beautiful pink. The white mandevilla went from early spring a year ago through this last winter and into the beginning of spring, and it did great. It bloomed here in the greenhouse during the winter. The first week I set it out, I was a little too gung-ho, and we had a last-minute frost, and it killed that mandevilla. And I was so upset with myself because I almost waited. But I took it out there along with setting other things out, and it was just too tender, so the cold temperatures killed it. So I made sure to bring this in because we have dipped down into the low 40s. Now this was really tall and it was growing up my fence. There was no way to get it all out, so I cut it to bring it in and left all of the flowers hanging on the fence. This parsley is doing pretty good. I need to water that. I need to water everything in here because everything does look dry, although it has been hanging on waiting for me. So, as you can tell, the 2 weeks that I have been out of commission, things did not suffer in here. That's my papaya way up there. Got some yellow leaves up there. But things did not suffer too bad. And I think it'll all do well. I'm going to go ahead and water everything really good so that I can move on and go gather some more plants. I've got enough time to bring in a few more plants. I tell you, that vertigo has really been hard to deal with. Have any of you dealt with it? Did you get over it, or does it come back? I want to get rid of it. I don't want to ever have it again. I had it one time last year, and now it has come back again. This is the first time in my life last year. I thought I had gotten rid of it, but here it is again. So if you have any remedies that helped you, I would sure like to know. However, like I said, the medicine that they gave me that first night, which I think it was Tuesday, I went to the doctor. That first night, I started feeling a difference. I started feeling better. And I'm grateful because everything has just fell to pieces around here because I have not tended to things. And I've got a lot of catch up to do. So, I'm going to get my water hose and see about getting everything watered. I can get it untangled. I know it's not a lot to show, but I wanted to pop on here and let you all, whoever is following me, let you know that I have not disappeared, that I have not stopped with my videos. I've just been out of commission, and I expect to get better each day, and I will be back to doing my regular videos. Seems good. I'm looking forward to being inside for the winter and getting some cooking videos and some more canning videos done. I do a lot of canning in the winter. I don't have a season for canning. I can whenever I find a good deal on something, and I just buy it in bulk and can it. But I've got more jellies I want to do real soon. And I want to do some ghee. And I did ghee last year, and I liked it a lot, but I'm out. So I need to do some more ghee. I need to do some more chicken broth. Oh, I'm out of chicken broth. I just ran out couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks I guess I've been out. And I definitely want to get some broth going really soon. I'm hoping I can do it next week. I go through a lot of chicken broth. I use chicken broth on almost every meal somehow, some way. I use it in place of water when I'm making gravy or anything that calls for water. I put chicken broth in. And what else do I want to do coming up really soon? I've actually got a list made in the house of things that I plan on canning up. I actually did not get a lot of things canned this summer like I normally would, but that's okay because I still have time to do it. Even if it's not fresh stuff from my garden, it will be fresh stuff from the grocery. I do buy organic, and I will just buy ingredients I need to can things up. I've actually still got peppers in the garden, green peppers. They are supposed to be red, yellow, and orange. I don't think our weather's going to be warm enough to make them turn, and I just did a bunch of peppers this morning, cut them up and put them in the freezer. But I've got a bunch more on the plants out there in the garden, and I need to get those in. So I've got a lot of peppers to do. I don't really have anything else good left in the garden. Wait a minute. I do have kidney beans. They're really big. 2 weeks ago they were green on the vine, and I wasn't sure if there was enough time for them to make it to the full to be able to harvest. I haven't checked them. I'm hoping they're okay. I'm hoping that that they have not molded or just went bad on me. And I don't believe I have anything else in the garden. I have pretty much pulled everything else out. I have some herbs, but I did not plant my fall garden. I missed my window of opportunity, which is okay. My freezers are full of things already. I mean, I'm not lacking in anything. So it doesn't really hurt my feelings that I did not plant a fall garden. I bet there's something going to come up and I'm going to say, oh man, I wish that I had planted. But right now off the top of my head, I can't think of anything that I'm I'm lacking or wish that I had. My hose is leaking. Guess I need to get a new hose. But I can't think of anything that I am actually in need of. Look what I found in here on the ground. What does that say about our winter? Anybody know? I know that it's a superstition or an old wives' tale. It could be just plain old truth, I don't know. But I've heard it said that they can tell you how your winter is going to be, depending on the color. I do not know. Somebody needs to tell me. But I'm going to take him out of the greenhouse. I just saw a basil beside the door outside, so I brought that in. And basil overwinters well, and they get big and bushy. And the reason I like to keep basil in here during the winter is because it smells so good. It really does. Found the trash can. This is a volunteer basil. It was a sweet basil, and the plant next to it. But this volunteered in this pot. It's got a cobweb on it, but it smells so good. And inside a greenhouse can sometimes not smell so good because of so much soil, and I've got boxes of soil, raised beds over there. And when you close them up, sometimes it might not smell so good. And this basil keeps my greenhouse smelling good because it will stay green all winter in here. I just need to find somewhere to put it. It rained all day yesterday, so it's nice and wet. It got a lot of water, and I don't need to water this. So, bring that in. I still have to collect a handful of spider plants, hanging baskets. I've got 2 large plants outside in the chicken coop of purple basil. I had purple basil in here last year and it did fine through the winter, but that's in the chicken coop, and the chickens have been munching on it, and it's just not that good. You know, they've enjoyed it. I think I'm just going to leave it alone. I have so many places purple basil will reseed itself and comes back year after year. So I know I'll have some of that next year. So I don't believe I'm going to bring those in. However, I do have my banana tree I still need to bring in. I've got a corn plant that I need to bring in, but that's going to go in the house. I'm trying to think of all the other things. And I probably have this evening, I've got a few things I'm going to bring in, and tomorrow. And after that, if I don't get them in, then they might die. So I've got to get everything brought in here. And oh, I have a pot. It's a watering can that cracked on me a couple of years ago, and for a few years I've had vinca planted in that, and I bring that in the greenhouse, and it overwinters really good. So I need to get that. So yeah, I need to get the vinca because That's a pretty little watering can with the vinca in it. So I'm trying to think what else I might have. I'm going to have to get out and walk the property and find things, because I've tucked baskets everywhere. They are everywhere. So anyways, I really just I meant for this to be a short video. I just wanted to let everybody know I'm still here. I'm still alive and kicking. And I will be continuing my videos. I just needed the break. I needed to stay in bed and off my feet and not try to do anything. I mean, I had no choice, actually. And oh, by the way, they finally finished my ceiling in the kitchen. It's all done. We can put up the rest of our crown molding, but the ceiling is done finally. And I asked the contractor to take a hiatus and give me a few weeks, because I need some time in my house to myself, since it's been somebody working in there non-stop since February. I needed a break. But in a few weeks he'll be back, and he's going to start room to room until he gets the whole house done. We're taking all that popcorn down and having it primed, and any stains or repairs needed from previous leaks, and there have been leaks in previous years. We do have a new roof on now, but he's going to make all those repairs and do room to room. But I'm not going to let him do continuous non-stop like they have been doing since February. It's a bit much having somebody round the clock for 7, 8, 9 months in your house. So he will start a new room, probably one of the bedrooms, one of the spare rooms that we are not needing to go in and out of, and do one room, take a break, come do another room. We anticipate all of the repairs that we have hired to do to not be finished until probably Christmas. I forgot to say goodbye. I forgot to sign off. Anyways, that was the end of that video, and I ended abruptly, and I'm sorry. Somebody actually came up and I had company, and I forgot to get back to it. If you're new to my channel, I hope that you will subscribe. If you are already a subscriber, thank you for being here, and y'all hit the like button and the notification. It is Friday, so y'all have a safe and wonderful weekend. Y'all be good. Bye.